Corrie. I'm with Fred Verdier of Wicklow Tourism, who've just launched the Wicklow Tourism Passport. How does it work, Fred?
You buy the passport online at visitwicklow.ie/passport. It's €2. It's not a money making exercise. We just want to cover the cost of sending the thing, but we don't want to give it for free because we want people to value the experience and make the most of what they're going to get. So you buy the passport. We send it by post. So within 2-3 days, you should get it in your home. And then you go online and then you start looking at when you create your own tour to start collecting the passport. So you might, in my head, I had 4 different routes that you can work with. So you could have the East Coast route. So that will include Bray, Greystones, Ashford, Wicklow Town, and then Arklow, Britas Bay and Arklow. That's one you could do, and then or you can. So in that, so you go into the town and villages, the pages of the town and the villages on the website, and you check what businesses are giving the stamps, and then off you go. Now, things are opening up at the moment, so I would highly recommend that before they actually go, make a quick phone call to the business. Say, are you open? Because we want to avoid being disappointed and arrive and then either the business is closed or not. But as we go along, things are opening up quickly. The second route, you can do the South Wicklow route, so Avoca, Aughrim, Tinahely, Shillelagh, Carnew as well. Then the West Wicklow route, Blessington, Baltinglass, Dunard, Dunlavin, Hollywood, Blessington, and then the Wicklow Mountains routes, which you have Enniskerry, Ranwood, Glendalough, Lara, Rathdrum, and then we have Newtown, Mankennedy as well. So it's just a matter of, you have half a day, how many can you fit within half a day? You have a full day, how many can you fit within a full day? Now, it's not about rushing, it's about experiencing as well. So at each of those destinations, there's an opportunity to visit something, to do something, or to have a bit of something to eat, or even spend an overnight somewhere. We didn't reinvent the wheel. If you've done the Camino in Spain, you'll be well familiar with some sort of passport, and as you go along your journey, you will get stamps that certify that you've been in various locations around the trail. We've taken the idea and then made it a Wicklow version where you get a nice little passport, and then we have developed 23 at the moment stamps that represent town and villages around Wicklow. And all we want to do is invite people to stamp their way through the county. So, we do expect everybody to get the Glendalough or the Bray stamp or Enniskerry stamp, which are the top destinations. But this is a great opportunity for us to showcase the lesser known destinations within Wicklow. So if you want to get the Shillelagh stamp, you're going to have to go down to Shillelagh and see where the stick, the Shillelagh sticks comes from. That's where it comes from.
Who chose the 23, and was there much controversy or lobbying or debate over who would actually make the Wicklow list and who wouldn't?
We represent all the major town and villages in Wicklow, and that's the main objective. So we're not. It's all inclusive. I think there's a couple of stands that represent two town and villages, but it has to do with the amount of experiences you can do. So you have, let's say, Kilcooler and Newcastle along the east coast as one stamp, and the stamp represents the bird sanctuary on the coast. For me, this is a tourism project. A lot of thoughts were put into the design of each of the stamps. We want to raise awareness when people look at the stamp and say, "Oh, what is this? And what can I do there?" Bray, the iconic is the bandstand, the railing, and Bray Head on the background. We know those are the elements you want to put together, but we had to find a different perspective to make sure that it fitted within a circular stamp. Same with Glendalough. You want the valley, you want the monastic site, but you don't really have a perspective that have all of those in one go. So we had to tweak a bit around, but it works well. And we're actually pretty happy with the design of each of the stamps. I think we have 110 stamping locations around the county, but that's going to grow. We've been limited because of COVID and businesses opening up. Our objective is in each town and villages, there will be several options of where you can get their local stamp. It started communicating around the passport in April, and we've got more than 200 orders. And each order represents around 3 stamps, 3 passports. So it's family buying a few stamps for themselves, for the children, for various people within, for friends and families. And it's a nice way to get people to go around the county. So the basic price is if you collect 15 or more stamps, we'll make you a Wicklow ambassador. So we have a lovely certificate. We have a nice neck warmer with all the stamps on it. We are now working with the trade to turn the passport into a loyalty card. So if you become an ambassador, some discounts or whatever. So this is the next phase, the next step as well. So it's for us, it's a long-term project. We see this as a must-do eventually of people coming to Wicklow. Get your passport and then go around and collect the passport. Because it's 23, like even 15 stamps would be very, very, very difficult to collect in one day. To come back or spend an overnight in Wicklow, which would be great for us. Walking companies that sell the Wicklow Way that want to include the passport as in their packages, say, look, come in, collect the 5 or 6 stamps that you have along the Wicklow Way, and it's a nice incentive for them to do this. I have the likes of Clisman Caravan Park that want to include this into their holidays as well. When people come in, get the passport and then go around. So domestic will be our main focus, especially this year. But we see this as a platform that can be used within existing packages to the overseas as well.
Have you targets or ways of measuring the success of this?
Last year we sold, with very little time, we sold more than 300. We had more than 300 orders. If I could get a minimum of 100 orders per month, would be great. This is the way it looks. So you have the stamps. We're going to do the East Coast. So Bray, obviously Seafront, Sea Life, and Kilrodery, and some of the guards and Bray Heads. I go along the coast. Greystones, it's the Cliff Walk as well. It's the food, it's the shopping. Kilcool, Newcastle, the Bird Sanctuary along the coast. Ashford is Manor Gardens, Avoca as well there. There's a lot of question there. Wicklow Town, then the jail, the Cliff Walk, the Morrow beach as well. So we have Red Cross and Britters Bay, so obviously the beach, the golf, and then the pub and the Wicklow Brewery. Arklow, it's the coast, it's the golf, it's the food, it's the Maritime Museum as well. So that's my East Coast. Then if I go down the southern Wicklow route, Avoca, Avoca Hen Weavers, Ballykissangel, the Valley, the Meetings of the Waters, the Avoca Mines, go down to Ockram, Flower, Tidy Towns, Brook Lodge, and the Golf Club as well, the Valley. Then you go down to Tinnahealy, Walker's Welcome, Tinnahealy Farm. If you go down to Shillelagh, it's the Stick, the Chocolate Factory, Rathgal, the Hill Fort. Cardew is William Estate and the forestry there, big history. Baltinglass, Heritage Town, the Abbey. So that's my West Wicklow route, right? You go up, you get Denard, which is the Glenavy Mall. You have Michael Dwyer, Dwyer McAllister Cottage, 1798 Rebellion. You also have the Piper Stone, that's Hollywood. So Hollywood is the Piper Stone, St. Kevin's Way going over. The sign of Hollywood up on the hills. Dunlavin, it's golf, it's the library, Market Town as well. Blessington is the lake, Greenway, outdoor activities along the Avon and others. And then the final one would be the mountain route. So Enniskerry, the gardens, the waterfall film at the moment that they're shooting the new film by Disney. Glencree up in the hills. Then you get into Runwood, which is Loch Tay, the lakes, the walk around the lake in Runwood. Lara Glendalough, the cherry of the crown jewel. Have Glendalough and the walks. Clara Lara Fun Park on the way down. Then you get into Rothrum, Avondale, the big thing in Avondale being redeveloped at the moment. Kilmacurra Gardens, the holiday park and outdoors there. And then you finish up with Newtown Mount Kennedy. Newtown Mount Kennedy is a fantastic destination for drinks, where you get the Wicklow Wolf, the Wicklow Way wine distillery as well, with gin and whiskey, and last and not least, the alpaca up in the hills. From the early feedback that we're getting, it really has the potential to catch people's imagination.